the end of an era. NASA steps back from the International Space Station as private companies gear up to take the helm. But here's where it gets controversial. For more than 2 decades, the International Space Station, ISS, has stood as a shining example of global teamwork and scientific progress. Since its launch in 1998, the ISS has hosted over 4,000 experiments, unlocking vital insights across diverse fields such as human health in space, material science, and more. Yet, as the ISS approaches its scheduled retirement around 2030, a pressing question looms. What's next for humanity's foothold in low Earth orbit? NASA's priorities are clearly shifting, with a strong focus on the Lunar Gateway and the Artemis program, signaling a new era where private companies are poised to take center stage. This transition is packed with exciting possibilities, but also complex challenges that many overlook. The ISS, a legacy of collaboration and discovery. The ISS has been much more than just a space station. It's been a symbol of international unity, built and operated by a coalition of space agencies including NASA, ESA, Roscosmos, JAXA, and others. It has provided a unique microgravity laboratory that Earth-bound labs simply can't replicate. This environment has been crucial for studying how the human body adapts to long-term spaceflight, knowledge that's essential for future missions to Mars and beyond. But the ISS's contributions go beyond science. It has been a proving ground for cutting-edge technologies, from life support systems to international cooperation protocols in space. These lessons are invaluable as humanity sets its sights on more ambitious projects like the Lunar Gateway and eventual Mars expeditions. Moreover, the ISS has inspired countless young minds worldwide, fueling dreams of becoming scientists, engineers, and astronauts. NASA's bold new focus, the Lunar Gateway. As the ISS nears the end of its operational life, NASA is pivoting towards the Lunar Gateway, a smaller, modular space station planned to orbit the Moon. This initiative is a key component of the Artemis program, which aims to return humans to the lunar surface and establish a sustainable presence there. The Gateway will act as a staging post for lunar missions, enabling astronauts to live and work in lunar orbit while preparing for deeper space exploration. However, the Lunar Gateway's future isn't guaranteed. Its success depends heavily on political will and funding, both of which can be unpredictable. Despite these uncertainties, the Gateway represents a thrilling new chapter, extending humanity's reach beyond low Earth orbit and laying groundwork for Mars and other destinations. The rise of commercial space stations, a new frontier. With NASA stepping back from directly operating a space station in low Earth orbit, private companies are stepping up to fill the void. Through the Commercial LEO Destinations program, NASA is encouraging private investment in space habitats, shifting from operator to customer. This approach has already borne fruit with the Commercial Crew program, which saw SpaceX develop the Falcon 9 rocket and Dragon spacecraft. Several ambitious companies are competing to lead this new era. Blue Origin and Sierra Space have teamed up on Orbital Reef, while Voyager Technologies and Airbus collaborate on Starlab. Yet, Axiom Space seems to be in the lead. Their plan involves attaching a module to the ISS by 2027, which will later detach to become a standalone station, potentially offering twice the usable space of the ISS. Private companies democratizing space or raising new concerns. Private sector involvement in space isn't entirely new, but the shift toward privatizing space stations marks a significant change in how we explore beyond Earth. This commercial model opens doors to exciting opportunities like space tourism and manufacturing in microgravity environments. Axiom Space, for example, has already flown private astronauts to the ISS, gaining valuable experience for its future role as a station operator. This democratization could allow universities, startups, and smaller organizations to conduct research and innovate in space, broadening access beyond government agencies. However, it also raises important questions about regulation, safety standards, and fair use of space resources. As private companies take on more responsibility, international cooperation and governance will be critical to ensure space remains a peaceful and shared domain. Looking ahead, what does the future hold? The transition from the ISS to commercially operated space stations signals a major shift in space exploration. While this new model promises innovation, accessibility, and fresh opportunities, it also demands new frameworks for collaboration and oversight. How will public and private entities balance their roles? Will privatization lead to a golden age of space exploration, or could it spark conflicts over control and access? These are questions worth debating. What do you think about NASA stepping back and private companies taking the lead? Is this the best path forward? Or are we risking too much by handing over the reins? Share your thoughts and join the conversation below.